Good morning, soldiers. This is Sergeant Merrill, and today we're going to dig into the guts of the M416 by Heckler & Koch and see what makes it such an outstanding assault rifle. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the M416. This is an outstanding assault rifle designed by Heckler & Koch, of course, and based off of the HK416. Now, all of this is based off of the AR-15 platform, but there are some key differences to talk about here between your average AR-15 and the HK416. The biggest difference, and try not to correct me, okay? I'm simplifying this for people who don't know a whole lot about firearms, is that this is a piston-driven system when the AR-15 is direct gas impingement. And the difference between the two is you have to find a way to cycle the bolt, okay, to rack another round in an automatic weapon. And there are different ways of going about it. The direct gas impingement is the most popular way with AR-15s. And what it does is it takes excess gas that's escaping from the barrel, got a little hole, actually, in the barrel, feeds into a tube that feeds back toward the bolt, and basically uses a bunch of air and throws that bolt back. That's what racks another round in an AR-15. But there are different ways of going about it, particularly when you think about like the AK-47. It's actually a piston that does it. It still has a hole in the barrel, still uses those gases, but instead of using the gases themselves to rack another round, it actually hits this piston that taps, goes back and taps the bolt, racks another round. Hopefully I haven't lost some of you guys. This is important for a couple different reasons. Because yes, from the outside, the HK416 and your AR-15 and your M16 and your M4, all of them seem extremely similar. But these are the differences that make huge impacts on how the weapon performs. Your direct gas impingement system is kind of known as shitting the bed, because it takes those gases, feeds them right back into the bolt, and you got all the grime and the dirt and all that, the carbon and stuff like that goes with it. That's why they call it like shitting the bed. And people think about this and they're like, man, well, why would you even consider using this system? And the fact of the matter is, yes, it does that, but it's not that bad, okay? As long as you keep the weapon lubricated, it will perform. But the piston system completely eradicates any of the problems that could come with shitting the bed. So the proposed advantage of using this system is a reduction in heat and fouling in the bolt carrier group, which all leads to more reliability of the weapon and basically extending the interval between any kind of stoppages or malfunctions you might have. It makes the weapon more reliable. And reliability is something military people love to hear. And you also get a little bit more versatility, I think, with the piston system than the direct gas impingement. The most notable being that the shorter the barrel gets, the less pressure you have, the less gas pressure you have, which makes the direct gas impingement less reliable with shorter barrels. It's not going to throw that bolt back far enough to rack another round in some cases if the weapon isn't built correctly. We see it a lot when you get some special order AR-15s and they want to go with direct gas impingement, but they want that short-barreled rifle, and then all of a sudden you got to make some adjustments, maybe throw a suppressor on there to kind of increase the gas pressures to make sure it racks another round. Just the piston system is more reliable with that kind of function. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows with the piston system. There are some issues, particularly with custom builds with the AR-15. The AR-15 wasn't necessarily meant for the piston system, so a lot of times you get this problem with the bolt that it tilts when it's going back into the buffer spring area, and it kind of causes some damage, but that's only when people aren't building it right. The HK416 certainly doesn't have that problem. In fact, the short stroke gas system that is used here is based off of the HK-G36, which we all know is just an awesome, reliable weapon. Another thing that you're going to hear a lot with the direct or with the piston system is that it has more recoil, because it's kind of more of a violent action, using a piston to slam into the bolt and throw it back. People say it has more recoil. I don't know. That's kind of a rumor if you ask me. I mean, it's something we certainly can't tell from the game here. I mean, as you're looking with the M416, the recoil is outstanding for an assault rifle. And I've fired both. I've fired direct gas impingement. I've fired short stroke piston system, long stroke piston system. I haven't noticed a significant difference between them. So Heckler & Koch did an outstanding job with this product, and it's been one of their best sellers with militaries, with civilians in the civilian version. It's been copied quite a few times. and it's also been translating it into other successes. The M27 IAR, which is mysteriously missing from Battlefield 4. You may remember it as one of the support options in Battlefield 3. It's actually based off the HK416. It just has some more differences, some minute changes here and there to meet the specifications of the Marines, and it's meant to replace the M249. That blows a lot of people away. They're like, whoa, the M249 is like a belt-fed machine gun. How is this thing supposed to replace it? And it's all due to changes that they're making to the automatic rifleman position. They want them to be more mobile. They want them to be, you know, a lot less weighed down, and that was the option that they went with. But that's a conversation for another time. Hopefully they do implement the M27 IAR in Battlefield 4. Really looking forward to it if they do. It's a great weapon, and I had fun with it in Battlefield 3. In any case, I hope I haven't gotten too technical for you guys. I really dug into the guts of this weapon, and I hope I didn't lose anybody. I think it's really interesting. You know, like I said, a lot of these weapons, they seem alike, but there's a lot going on the inside that makes them different. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, but that's all I have for this video. This is Sergeant Merrill, out here.